to pick up. This is Punch It Podcast.
And how you going? It's Marco here from Punch It Podcast with a good friend, a client, and an artist, James Wilkinson. James, welcome, bro.
Thanks, man. Yep, chut everybody.
That's it. You got to get it out there.
Yeah, you got to get a chut.
Now, do you know what the chut is?
I know it's Star Wars related. Is it something to do with? Oh man, I'm shooting a beat.
You have to go on Instagram. Chut. It was started by the guys on Rebel Force Radio. It's a big podcast that we listen to, and that's how they've been using it a lot. And I've kind of got it from them, but they got it from when Anakin meets Watto, going back on the Clone Wars, when he sees Watto working there and he's with Padme and he goes, chut, Watto.
Yeah, right.
And it's sort of like, hey, what are you doing? How you going?
Yeah, what's up?
Really, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, cool.
But it's a wonderful way to start and greet everyone. But the reason why I've got James here today and introduce you to James is because James is a wonderful artist, and he was having a haircut at quite a few months ago, and we were talking about he was talking about doing an art show and putting his art out there, and I suggested, how about doing it at the Kessel Run? And he was like, if you're in, I'm in. And I said, I'm in. So we've been working on it behind the scenes, and now we're slowly putting it together, and this is just a nice little introduction.
Absolutely.
And show a few pieces, and for James to talk about what his artwork is all about, and what you're going to hopefully see at the Kessel Run. And James, first of all, thanks, man. Thanks for bringing in some pieces.
Yeah, sure. No, my pleasure. It's awesome to be here.
Do you want to just go and tell us a little bit about how long or what artwork style and things about yourself? So
yeah, it's a bit of background.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sure. Well, I started illustrating, I guess, most of my life, but studied at uni, went to Uni SA, did a Bachelor of Viz Com, and ended up, been doing fantasy art. So, been doing a lot of indie stuff over the years and such, like comic books and whatnot.
Beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of digital work over the years. But I guess a couple years back, maybe 2 years ago, this AI thing started taking off. You see it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It caused there's a bit of unrest in me being a digital artist, seeing the computers coming along and sort of like taking the thunder a little bit, and it kind of alarmed me how quick and how good some of the artwork was. I can
understand.
Yeah, so I guess it felt right for me to go back to the human aspect of creating a little more, and I guess the most human way of creating, I think, is just like tactile, like hands-on. So
beautiful.
Started getting into painting.
That's good, man. And again, art and expressing yourself, painting, it's again freedom in a way too, like being in front of the computer and having the computer to work with that, and like you're talking about with AI coming in, and then being by yourself and your imagination just putting it on canvas, man. You honestly can't get anything better.
Oh, well, yeah, that's it. I was like, let's go for the purest. Let's cut this noise out. It was getting noisy in my head to work that way. So it was just sort of an adaptation. And, I think I rediscovered the enjoyment of creating, as a byproduct.
Has it been like over the last few years this has happened, or is it just let's go back a while, wanting to change and wanting to get into it? How long has it been for you?
Yeah. No, it's been about 2 years. Yeah, probably about 2 years. So that was the beginning of it, and I started doing it. There was another factor. I was doing paint and sips. So
you did. Yeah. You did tell me about that. That was a very interesting concept too. I don't know if the people want to know. The paint and sip is basically getting a group of people together, busting open some champagne or some scotch or some spotchka. Yeah. If you're into Star Wars, spotchka's good. And letting the paintbrush fly.
That's right. Yeah. Which it was heaps of fun. I was like, okay, I would like to monetize my artwork a little bit more at the time, and it was a popular thing people were doing.
That's
I
good.
thought, I'll give this a crack, and I started enjoying that, and just the way that people, kind of like get in touch with their inner child again when they sit down to paint for the first time in 30 years. What
were people? Did they paint whatever they want, or did you give them something, the idea to paint?
Yeah, it was always guided.
Okay, good.
It's always guided. So some
dark and broody.
Yeah.
Oh.
something brutal as all hell. Yeah, it was always guided, so you'd have to sort of learn it 10 minutes before you're teaching it to people. But skills building sort of stuff. Yeah, and that was acrylic. So, and yeah, acrylic is a harsh mentor because it dries so fast.
Yeah.
But for something like a paint and sip,
perfect.
It's got to be quick dry.
Awesome. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
How long do they go for normally?
Oh, they're like 3.5 hours.
And see that's good. That's a lot of entertainment to keep people occupied.
You've got to keep upbeat for a minute. Yeah.
And so
heaps of fun, Marco. Yeah, they were good fun.
No, beautiful, brother.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And now doing all that and then deciding your particular style of artwork do you have my mum does, she's an artist, she does a thing, but I don't really know too much about the style of particular art that you like to go with, modern or whatever. And what is your particular style that you feel, your genre really of artwork that you...
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, well, I mean, I've always liked dark fantasy stuff and then fantasy stuff like Frank Frazetta. He's one of the fantasy greats. He was an oil painter. Like, if you've seen the Wolf Mother album cover, with there's all the waves everywhere and the sorceress, guiding the waves. Like, his work's super iconic. I just always loved the colors, really painterly. So that style I always gravitated towards.
Beautiful.
I think, digital, it's harder to replicate that. So maybe there was always a gravity pulling me back to traditional eventually to get more painterly like that.
Cool.
Yoshitaka Amano, the concept illustrator for the Final Fantasy series, was always a really big influence.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I got a lot of like extra forms, like extra spikes and stuff going everywhere, like harkens to him.
Dude, since you pointed to it, man, why don't, like, James has brought in a couple of pieces just to give, how many, again, obviously not want to give too much away.
Wait, let's drop some spoilers.
How many pieces, because I'm watching your social media, and also your social media, like, I love what you're doing. You're just the way you're just introducing little bits here in your progress, and that's a hard thing to do. I really struggle with that myself.
Me too, man. Absolutely.
You've got to set a certain, you find a style that you like, and then you just kind of work on it. Like, I'm doing the droid at the moment, and I'm like, now I've got to do a video, and that motivation to kick in, it's not easy, but I'm very impressed the way you're doing it, bro. Really cool.
Thanks, man, and I appreciate your hustle too. You know, and I totally. I find it very difficult as well. Content production doesn't come naturally for me, I think. But it feels, maybe it's the same for you, I'm not sure. It feels like a muscle that, you work it out a bit more and a bit more and a bit more, and it starts to get a little easier, a little more organic, and then maybe you start enjoying it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. There's quite a lot of pieces that you're putting together. So I'm very impressed that can you tell how many you're thinking about?
I think it's going to be 25 to 30 pieces. It's a lot, but that's not through any tremendous, deliberate, welled up sum of mighty energy. That's just that's the exploration process for me and what it's taken to find my feet with it.
Good.
So that's how it's gone. It's like, I didn't, with this whole body of work, I didn't have it all mapped out beforehand. It's been really awesome. I so appreciate the opportunity to do something like this because
man, I think it's the space is too beautiful. It needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can talk about all the benefits that can have to community and to hopefully people coming along and that sort of thing.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. But quite a few. Yeah, 25 to 30 for me to really feel like I've found my. Does
it come to you where you're like, I just you just paint and then go, you know what, no, it needs more, and then you go into something bigger, or do you go with size first?
Well, so this kind of comes back into the theme of the whole body of work. So for certain parts of this body of work, I saw fit to have a real big canvas. So the main settings, the orb worlds, in which the characters are based.
Can you tell us a bit more about your world that you're thinking?
Sure. So so let's say like the inspiration behind the medium was AI and people kind of being a little bit disconnected from like creating and tactile interaction with the world and art. The core theme of the whole thing is similar as well. So in terms of the world that I'm building. So it's about individuals. It's supposed to represent just the self, like an individual person. Yeah. They're called a realm heir in this universe, and there's an orb world for each realm heir. And orb worlds are supposed to be kind of like a visual representation of someone's internal landscape. So within each world, what makes it up? Is it flourishing? Is it harsh? Can you see someone's values demonstrated sort of in the scenery of the world, that sort of thing? So there's darker worlds, and maybe that's a pained individual, a pained realm heir, or maybe it's like vigor and aggressive. There's some like reverence here, I suppose. Maybe someone who's very into discipline, like martial prowess represented in the sword, that sort of thing.
I could see a connection to those who are fans of D&D and any other fantasy playing games. Like you connect a lot to it, like having a passion for that. Like Matt, who works here, is going to enjoy this quite a lot.
Yeah, awesome.
And
he's big into the D&D.
And he's got me into that world as well, and all of us. And once you use your imagination to create a world, whether it's verbally, and then the hardest thing in D&D is to try and remember where you were from the last. At least you can put it down. But you're opening your world and there's a little part of you that's in it. Do you know what I mean? Like certain things, your characters you want to add to it that you feel you want to sympathize with, or a family or you want to connect with. It's in those characters, and obviously same in these worlds that you've created. And I love use of colors, bro. I love the way they're, the sharpness obviously is like it hits you too with the spikes and stuff like that. You can get quite a bit from it, Bello. Awesome. Really nice. I love the tree growing in the Again, everyone's interpretation is different.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
It's awesome.
It's like the struggle or the battle that you're facing and you're held down, but you want to break free from it, but you're learning from it as the tree grows. It's, again,
this is great, man.
This is what people get from art, And I think too, if you're not into art or you're a novice or you don't know anything and you just kind of want to be surrounded by some beautiful creativity, then coming to see James's work, I definitely recommend it, and definitely look forward to seeing it all here.
Well, that's the other main goal too. Like, want to build some community. So again, that the theme of the orb world, that came about from maybe a bit of a feeling of isolation, perhaps in myself a bit at the time. So sealed off in this little orb world. That's kind of how I want to do some good with this. Get the people out, get them along. I want there to be an interactive element too. I'd really like to give someone the attendees something to take home, so they can maybe design their own orb world. A bit of an exercise.
Dude, that's fantastic. So what we'll do is, this is sort of like a small introduction. We're going to get together again closer to the date, and as for the date, we were talking in October, so 24th of October. We're going to have it earlier, but definitely James has got 30 pieces, so I definitely needs all the time he can get.
I do. Thanks for being so accommodating.
I'll put the link in the bio, and again, we'll talk about it, but you're going to see James pop up on the feed, and we're going to do a lot of collaborating with James for his art exhibition here at the Kessel Run. And so we're looking at the 24th. It'll be 2 evenings, Saturday from 5 till 7 for a couple of hours.
That'll be the main event.
The main event, yes. So, and you know what, it might go on a little bit longer. And then there's from Sunday from 1 till 3. And that's just to give everyone who's not able to come down on the Saturday just to come and check it out. And there'll also be a couple of pieces of James that we're going to leave here for you to look at. And but if you do want to know more, when you come in, give us we'll chat about it, and feel free to email us at Kessel Run 15B hair&collectibles@gmail.com, and we can let you know more. But James, I want to say, dude, I'm very excited because for us too, as you know, what we've talked about, and when you come in, I speak to people. Having this space for me personally, and most people know, it gives me such joy to be here, and that it's such a good space for creative people to use it. So whatever we can do to bring others and they want to explore it, that's why creating, like I said, that community, man, it's pretty awesome. We do our D&D nights, and that's been great. And you'll be, like I said, the first artist, and hopefully we'll get a few of your art shows going on in here.
Oh,
you know.
Sounds amazing, man. Yeah, I think what you're doing here is great. You know, I think the community that you create here is phenomenal. You know, I think we've got some crossover, and you know, the people that we want to show some stuff to. So
it's it's a lot of work. I was actually talking to someone today that, you know, you to wanting to make this, you have to put in a lot of effort, and you know, again, the effort that you're putting in, I want to put in as well to make it good for you, my friend. So.
Oh, awesome, man. I can't thank you enough.
Nah,
this is such an exciting thing to be doing.
Is.
You know, get along, come say hi, see some artwork. So if you haven't been here before, check the place out. It's so cool. There's so much cool collectible stuff, awesome space. Great place to get a trim.
That's what I was going to say. A haircut's not bad. They're not bad. They're good.
Yeah, but, there's that too,
Yeah, definitely. So, look, James, brother, thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
No worries.
Again, 24th of October, James is coming in. And if you want to check out some of James' work, follow him on Insta. Do you want to?
Yeah, my Insta is wilkman_illustration. Yeah, you can see
What about a website? You got some website as well?
Yeah, wilkmancommissions.com. So, yeah, if you're interested in some commissioned artwork, so certainly you can check my rates and all of that there.
Yeah, beautiful,
feel free to reach out. And I'm always looking to be doing more art. So,
don't stop. My friends, thank you very much. As always, like I said, we're going to put this in nicely somewhere in the podcast, and we'll probably flip over to Lochy and myself. But till then, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk more. May the force be with you.
See you guys. Cheers. Chut-chut. Is chut-chut goodbye?
Chut-chut. No, chut-chut's the beginning. Who knows? Sometimes it comes out. Who knows? Chut-chut, everybody.